I was struggling to learn new content for the first time. I was using the traditional method, watching lectures, but that wasn't working. So I tried to find the solution, and that's when I find that there are three stages, the basic way of effective learning. Number one is encoding, consolidation, and retrieval. The encoding and consolidation works together. So it's the one side of the coin, and retrieval practice is the other side of the coin. So today I'm going to talk about encoding and consolidation, how these things work in learning new content for the first time. The biggest barrier in encoding is your attention. If your attention is cluttered in using your phone, listening to your best favorite music, or going with your random thoughts, like your mind is going everywhere and you're going with that everywhere, then encoding is really tough. So fixing your attention and taking back all of your attention, your full attention, and you really care for that you want to learn that concept today, no matter what. That is a simple thing that required first. So now, what is encoding? Encoding is a process of turning information in a form your brain can store it. So there are poor encoding and rich encoding. Poor encodings are passively reading your notes and listening to lectures. The real, actual, rich encoding is when you listen to a lecture, you read the notes, and while doing that, you are thinking a lot. You are thinking a lot about it. While walking, you are doing your shower, you are actually spending your time because you really care about understanding that thing. So you are thinking a lot about it. That you are trying to make sense of that information. You try to make sense of that concept. So you are thinking a lot about it. You try to make connection with what you already know. You try to find the loopholes that because I don't know this, that's why I'm not able to understand this. So you try to understand that and try to think about that as well and try to make sense of all the information. That is only your goal. So thinking a lot about a concept that you are trying to understand, that you truly care about understanding, and you also seen those things in movies when somebody try to solve a problem, they think a lot about it, they are trying to make connections, and that's what encoding, rich encoding is. Thinking a lot about it and making connection with what you already know. So the other part of encoding is consolidation, or in simple terms, digesting what you understood. You spend your time, you think about it a lot, you care about it, so you try to make sense of it and you're able to do that. Now all you need to do is to digest it, and that's happen mostly during sleep. So you need a good night's sleep for consolidation. And also you can push that effort by whenever you are walking, whenever you are having a shower, or when you are not doing anything, you can at that time you can remind yourself of that concept. Oh, what was that concept? And try to pull everything out of your mind because you understood it very well. So you will going to struggle a little bit, but you're able to recall it. So that's how consolidation helps, and it happens during sleep mostly. So we discussed encoding. Consolidation is only about digestion, and the third part that I discussed in this video, the travel. It's an important part of effective studying. So check that out after this watching this video. So now, encoding, consolidation, and retrieval. These three things work together. If you miss any one of it, the system fails. If you try to rush through the content by covering the content, writing the notes, if you end up because of the habit using the passive method of studying, and you did not encode it properly by spending a lot of time on encoding, spending a lot of time on thinking about the topic, try to learn, try to make sense of it. If you don't spend time there, then there is no point consolidation and retrieval because your encoding was poor. So spend reasonable amount of time in encoding and have a good night's sleep. Also, to support it more, whenever you have a time, try to think about the topic. And the last one, retrieval will work if your encoding and consolidation was good enough. So next time you study, don't ask yourself how many hours I studied today. Ask yourself, did I use encoding method to learn new content? Did I use retrieval practice method of recalling stuff from your brain to revision? Or did I had a good night's sleep yesterday for consolidation? And these three things work together. And if you spend your time wisely on these things, you're going to be an effective student and you might become a top student in future. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for upcoming video.